Hello students, in this video we are studying chapter Human Health and Diseases from our class 12th. So the topics that we are going to discuss in this chapter are common diseases in humans, immunity, and then some diseases like AIDS and cancer, and in the end we will be discussing about drugs and its effects. Before starting our first topic, I would recommend you to go through the NCERT textbook page number 145 and 146. Also page number 228 and 232 from our State Board textbook. Okay, you can pause the video also and go through these 4 pages first. It will become easy for you to understand the things that we are discussing here. So first topic is health. We are talking about human health and diseases. So before moving to diseases, first we would discuss what is health. As I have written here, health is state of body and mind where there was balance of certain humors. Humors means some kind of fluids. Okay, so when there is fluid, or you can say some elements. Okay, so when there is balance in these things, we will call it as healthy state of body and mind. Okay, so there should be balance. It is not only today, ancient Greek system and also from Indian Ayurveda system, they believe the presence of some humors. According to Greek, black bile, yellow bile, blood and phlegm. These are the 4 cardinal humors. When there is disturbance, you will find that person is not healthy. And when there is balanced, person will be healthy. Same goes for Indian Ayurveda system. The elements that are Vata, Pitta, Kapha, it will, if they are in balanced state, the stage of healthy condition will be obtained. If there is imbalance, suppose Vata is increased and Pitta and Kapha are not, so what will happen? You will find the diseases that are related with this particular element Vata. So there has to be balanced among these humors. Earlier it was said that the person having black bile will suffer always from the fever. But it was scientist William Harvey. He showed the circulation. Okay, even though person with black bile will not suffer fever all the time. So this got not accepted, or the theory that black bile will suffer, the person with black bile will suffer from the fever always got rejected. Okay, so today what we accepted, or we all the scientific community, all the scientists, they have accepted that it is mind. It is mind. It influences through neural system and endocrine system, our immune system. Okay, I will repeat once again. It is mind that influences your immune system through neural and endocrine system. And it is that immune system which will maintain our health. Okay, so mind through neural system plus chemical system. Chemical system में आएगा endocrinal system, right? So mind किसको influence कर रहा है? It is influencing your immune system, and it is immune system which will keeps you healthy. See the relation. That's why I have drawn this flow chart, which will become very easy for you to understand. So आजकल जो बोलते हैं कि रिलैक्स रहना है, माइंड को पीस में रखना है, काम रखना है ऑलवेज, हाउ मच दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट यू कैन फाइंड आउट, बिकॉज माइंड इज डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड with your being healthy or unhealthy. Understood? Now in our next slide we will see the factors. There are various factors that will affect your health. First is genetic factor, or genetic, because of those genetic factor many genetic disorders we will find. So if that genetic factor carries some diseases or ailments, what will happen? That particular child will inherit from the parents since the birth. One of such genetic disorder is sickle cell anemia. There is mutation in the DNA sequence which will code for hemoglobin, and that hemoglobin molecule is faulty in nature in the sickle cell anemia disorder. So that will fall under genetic disorder, and the factor responsible for that disorder is genetic factor, which will present from the birth. Second factor which will affect your health is infectious factor, which can be also called as various pathogens. We know pathogens are microorganisms which may cause diseases. So all those pathogens are responsible for, or that will come under the category of infectious factor that will affect your health. Third factor that will affect your health is lifestyle. The way you live में सिर्फ रहना, कैसे घर में रहना, that is not the only thing. Okay, what type of food you take, how much rest you take, and exercise habits में आएगा, smoking, alcohol consumption, right? So now we know the diseases that are arising because of the lifestyle as a factor are hypertension, diabetes. हाइपरटेंशन का डायरेक्ट लिंकिंग है विथ स्ट्रेसफुल लाइफस्टाइल. अगर आपके वर्क स्पेस में बहुत स्ट्रेस है बॉस का, तो दैट इज़ वन ऑफ द एडिंग फैक्टर फॉर द हाइपरटेंशन, along with your other habits. If you are smoking and not doing exercise regularly, so it will add to that. So lifestyle is major factor nowadays. Many young generation or the office goings, they are suffering from the disorders like this. So before moving to diseases, what can be done to keep oneself healthy? So we can avoid that. Okay, first factor you cannot avoid because you cannot choose who your parents will be, right? So even parents are suffering from genetically inherited disease, that child is going to have that. So you cannot avoid this first factor. But obviously you can avoid this second and third, this infectious and lifestyle. Of course you can change. Nowadays, because of coronavirus, that COVID disease, we know it is highly infectious. So what you can do? You can quarantine yourself. You can avoid going to public places. That's why these online classes are going on, right? So it's totally in our hand to avoid these factors that may cause diseases. Okay, so this we can totally avoid. Same goes for lifestyle. What type of lifestyle we live, it's 100% in our hand. Because फूड कोई आपको ज़बरदस्ती ठूसेगा नहीं मुंह में, राइट? इट्स अप टू यू. क्या खाना है, पानी पूरी खाना है या ऑलवेज फास्ट फूड जंक फूड खाना है, ओके, रिच इन कोलेस्ट्रॉल खाना है, फ्राइड स्पाइसी खाना है, इट्स अप टू यू. ओके, नो वन इज गोइंग टू फोर्स अस, सो दैट वी कैन कंट्रोल. Rest is also in our hand, how much rest we can take. Exercise, little bit motivation is required, but yes, we can go for it. Habits, like bad habits include smoking and alcohol consumption. So we can get rid of these disorders, okay, as a preventive measure. If we go for this, if we adopt good lifestyle, we can avoid these diseases over a long period of our life. सो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में हम देखेंगे अभी डिसीजेस. डिसीज नाम से पता चल रहा है क्या है, डिस इज. अपने पीटी के क्लास में फिजिकल एजुकेशन वाला जो आपका स्कूल में क्लास रहता होगा, वहाँ पे पीटी टीचर बोलते हैं एट ईज. हम ऐसे रिलैक्स होके खड़े होते हैं क्योंकि यू आर एट ईज. उसके अपोजिट डिस इज मीन्स यू आर नॉट एट ईज, यू आर नॉट इन योर कंफर्टेबल पोजिशन. So at that time we will call it as you are suffering from the diseases, right? So diseases में होता क्या है, there might be some malfunctioning of the one or more organ. So यहाँ पे definition में मैंने लिखा है Like when the functioning of one or more organs or systems of the body is adversely affected, characterized by various signs and symptoms. Okay, we know the difference between signs and symptoms. We have studied in our class 9th. Okay, symptoms are the you can say that symptoms are a group or collection of the feelings that can be felt by only the sufferer. Okay, there is one person. Suppose that person is suffering from pain. You or me, from looking him or her outside, you cannot tell that person is suffering from pain, right? So pain will fall under symptoms because only the person suffering will feel it. Okay, so what happens generally if we are suffering from pain, fever, what we do? We go to physician and tell him कि डॉक्टर मुझे ये हो रहा है, मुझे सांस लेने में तकलीफ हो रही है, हाई फीवर भी है. ओके, सो व्हाट ही विल डू? He will check for some abnormal characteristic features. Those features will be called as signs. Okay, सपोज आपने बोला कि मुझे सांस लेने में तकलीफ हो रही है, आई एम सफरिंग फ्रॉम हाई फीवर. सो व्हाट ही विल डू? द फिजिशियन विल यूज स्टेथोस्कोप एंड ही विल लिसन टू योर ब्रीदिंग साइन. ब्रीदिंग साउंड्स जो होता है वो लिसन करेगा and he may ask some questions. So by asking those questions, what he is doing, he or she, that he is looking for some signs which are related to particular disease. Okay, because after listening to the symptoms, he had started zeroing down towards particular disease, and in order to point it out, zero it down completely 100%, he requires some confirmation. Okay, so nowadays because of corona, he may order some test which will tell you whether the person is suffering from corona or not, right? So that will fall under signs. Signs is the physician will look for in the patient and symptoms that patient is suffering from, right? So diseases you can categorize broadly into two: infectious or non-infectious. Infectious, as term itself is sounding, that it can be transmitted from one person to another. Example, AIDS or COVID. Okay, COVID-19 जो चल रहा है वो. Second, non-infectious है, these are non-transmittable. Suppose one person is suffering from cancer, and if we are sitting next to that person, you or me, we are not going to get contacted by that cancer. Or same goes for diabetes. Understood? We have some more category of diseases in our next slide. Okay, you can broadly categorize into congenital and acquired. What do we mean by congenital? That person is suffering from that disease since birth. Okay, present from birth. Birth से ही उसके पास ये disease होगा. Now what are the factors? It may be caused by genetic abnormality. हमने अगर आपको याद होगा previous slide में देखा था, previous to previous, that genetic factor may affect your health. So this is one and same thing. Congenital diseases may arise because of genetic abnormality or some metabolic disorders. So along with two categories, that is infectious and non-infectious, we have few more categories, that is congenital disease and acquired disease. What is congenital disease? It is that group of disease which is present since birth. Okay. Second is acquired. Obviously congenital since birth है, तो acquired जो है वो it develop after the birth. After birth one acquires this type of diseases. Again we have two types acquired में. One is infectious, second is non-infectious. इसका definition हमने last slide में देखा था. Infectious diseases is also called as communicable, while non-infectious is also called as non-communicable. अभी इन्फेक्शियस डिसीजेस के एग्जाम्पल हमने देखा था, एड्स है, कोविड-19 है. नॉन इन्फेक्शियस में आपका आएगा कैंसर एंड डायबिटीज. Infectious diseases, that is communicable diseases. Now you could see I have made one list here. Bacterial diseases means causative pathogen for these diseases is bacteria, right? In the same way, viral diseases means causative pathogen is virus. Fungal diseases fungi रहेगा, protozoal में protozoa रहेगा, और nematodal diseases, राइट, हेलमिन्स जो बोलते हैं हम, दैट विल फॉल अंडर निमेटोडल. 11th क्लास में हमने एनिमल किंगडम पढ़ा था, तो ये प्रोटोजोआ वगैरह आपको याद होगा, फंगाई, बैक्टीरिया, वायरस, निमेटोडा, ये फाइलम में याद है आपको. सो यू कैन रिकैप दैट चैप्टर ऑल्सो, दैट इज एनिमल किंगडम. ओके ओके, बिफोर मूविंग टू some diseases, I will once again just tell you about this broad category of diseases. Why there is requirement of categorization, such type of categorization, bacterial or viral. Okay, ऐसे diseases को हमको अलग अलग कैटेगरी में डालने की क्या ज़रूरत है, राइट? जो भी सिम्टम्स दिख रहा है, जस्ट गो फॉर इट एंड गिव द ट्रीटमेंट, राइट? एक्चुअली कैटेगराइजेशन का वन वेरी क्या व्हाट वी कैन से दैट एडवांटेज is during the treatment, during deciding the line of treatment. If you know, if physician knows what type of causative pathogen is this, it becomes very easy. Why? Because you know now, because you have studied animal kingdom chapter, so you know the structure of bacteria, structure of virus, structure of fungi, protozoa, nematoda, right? There is huge level of structural difference. For example, bacteria will have cell wall and virus will not have cell wall. So suppose if you are targeting the enzyme which is involved in the formation of cell wall, right? So cell wall disruption will occur if you use such type of antibiotic, for example penicillin. Penicillin will disrupt the cell wall formation, right? So same penicillin you cannot give or you cannot prescribe if the causative organism is virus. Why? Because virus they do not have cell wall. So cell wall disrupt होने का सवाल ही नहीं उठता. You cannot prescribe penicillin for viral disease. Same goes for fungi. Fungi में cell wall molecule क्या रहेगा? Chitin. So same एंटीबायोटिक जो है यहाँ पे जो हम यूज़ कर रहे हैं, सेम वन यू कैन नॉट यूज़ हियर. दैट इज़ वाई सच टाइप ऑफ कैटेगराइजेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड ऑफ डिसीजेस, सो दैट यू कैन डिसाइड द लाइन ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट. नाउ वी विल मूव टू अवर नेक्स्ट स्लाइड विच विल गिव यू लिस्ट ऑफ सम डिसीजेस. You should know that dysentery, plague, diphtheria, cholera, typhoid, pneumonia are caused by bacteria, right? So broad category में इतना तो सबको मालूम ही होना है. Understood? You can go twice or thrice, learn it by heart. These are the basic list. ओके इतना कम से कम मालूम होना है. क्लास में मैं और भी थोड़ा डिटेल में बताऊंगी, लाइक कॉजेटिव ऑर्गेनिज्म फॉर ईच डिसीज. फॉर द टाइम बीइंग इन दिस ऑनलाइन क्लास जस्ट गो थ्रू द लिस्ट ऑफ डिसीजेज. जैसे मिजल बोलते बराबर आपको पता होना चाहिए कि इट इज़ नॉट कॉज्ड बाय बैक्टीरिया बट बाय वायरस. अंडरस्टूड? मलेरिया प्रोटोजोआ से होता है, फटक से आना चाहिए दिमाग में पढ़ते बराबर. काला आजार, ओके, फाइलेरियासिस, बैक्टीरिया है ही नहीं यहाँ पे, राइट? इतना बड़ा पिक्चर है एनसीईआरटी टेक्स्ट बुक में. इफ़ यू सी फाइलेरियासिस में एलिफेंटाइसिस जिसको हम बोलते हैं. सो वी शुड नो दिस बेसिक लिस्ट ऑफ डिसीजेस विच इज़ द कॉजेटिव ऑर्गेनिज्म, राइट, विच इज़ वेरी इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, यू कैन learn it within very few period of time. So now we will move to our first disease, फर्स्ट बैक्टीरियल डिसीज दैट इज टाइफॉइड. अभी टाइफॉइड के बारे में हमको क्या क्या पता है बिफोर मूविंग टू एक्चुअल इंफॉर्मेशन. जस्ट हम अगर याद करते हैं तो सबसे पहले क्या आता है हमारे दिमाग के सामने, टाइफॉइड में फीवर आता है. गुड, क्योंकि सिम्टम्स पूछे जाएंगे तो यू शुड नो दैट फीवर इज कॉमन सिम्टम इन द टाइफॉइड. ओके, तो आपको बिकॉज यू हैव टू लर्न दिस सिम्टम्स. वन मोर थिंग आई वांट टू से हियर दैट द डिसीजेस वी डोंट हैव टू स्टडी इन डिटेल. ओके, क्योंकि डिटेल में कब पढ़ेंगे हम डिसीजेस को, व्हेन यू गो फॉर ग्रेजुएशन. हियर फॉर 12th स्टैंडर्ड एंड फॉर नीट लेवल you have to study these diseases only at basic level. Basic level means how much information you should know about that particular disease. First, एक तो पक्का आपको मालूम होना चाहिए, that is causative organism. Okay, so first हो गया आपका causative organism. Second हो गया some common symptoms, right? Common symptoms. And third, some general information. Right now here in this video we are combining or we are studying the material or information from the state board syllabus also. So some extra information is provided in that textbook, so we are covering that also. So symptoms, some दो तीन they might have given some extra symptoms in the text state board book which are missing or which are not present in our NCERT textbook. So you should know those symptoms, and the prevention treatment part is given only in state board textbook. It is completely missing in NCERT textbook. But for board exam point of view, we should know that prevention and treatment part also, or whatever extra information is provided in the state board textbook. Understood? I will repeat once again, these diseases you don't have to study in detail. तो फिर हमको क्या पता करना है डिसीजेस के बारे में. एक तो आपको कॉजेटिव ऑर्गेनिज्म, सेकंड कॉमन सिम्टम्स, थर्ड जनरल इंफॉर्मेशन. ओके, सो वी विल मूव टू इंफॉर्मेशन रिलेटेड टू बैक्टीरियल डिसीज टाइफॉइड. पहले ही बताया हमने कि बैक्टीरिया इज द कॉजेटिव ऑर्गेनिज्म ऑफ टाइफॉइड. व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ बैक्टीरिया? सैल्मोनेला टाइफी. ध्यान में रखने को एकदम ईजी है. Typhi resembles to word typhoid, right? So Salmonella typhi is causative bacteria for disease typhoid. This is little bit information about this particular bacteria. It is rod shaped, as you could see in the diagram. Rod जैसे है ये. एक आपका spherical होता है जिनको हम कोकस बोलते हैं, न्यूमोकोकाई वगैरह होता है, स्ट्रेप्टोकोकाई, वो स्फेरिकल रहेगा. ये रॉड शेप है. सो इट इज रॉड शेप, फ्लैजिलेटेड, ऑफ कोर्स सी फ्लैजिला रहेगा, एंड ग्राम निगेटिव बैक्टीरिया. इफ यू रिकॉल वी हैव स्टडीड दिस ग्राम निगेटिव बैक्टीरिया, ग्राम पॉजिटिव बैक्टीरिया while studying the prokaryotic cell. This differentiation is based upon the Gram staining, which is developed by scientist Christian Gram. So the bacteria that takes up this stain will be called as gram positive bacteria, and the group of bacteria that will not take up this stain will be called as gram negative bacteria. So your Salmonella typhi is gram negative bacteria. It will not take up the gram stain. Okay, as you could see in the next diagram, you could see some labels here. So this is lipopolysaccharide which is present in the cell wall, and two antigen you could see. Antigens क्या रहेगा? Antigens are the molecules which will trigger your immune system, and in response to that your immune system will start producing antibodies. Okay, so this bacteria is having these antigens present in the cell wall and in the flagella. Flagella में जो एंटीजन है वो H एंटीजन रहेगा, एंड सेल वॉल लिपोसैकेराइड पॉलीसैकेराइड में जो रहेगा वो O एंटीजन रहेगा. ओके, सो वन मोर डायग्राम इज गिवन इन योर स्टेट बोर्ड टेक्स्ट बुक. There they have added one more extra antigen. We should know that antigen also. okay, and it is your K antigen. K antigen present in the capsule. If you recall, cell envelope has got three things. Outermost is your glycocalyx, right? Second is your cell wall, and third is cell membrane. These three layers makes up the cell envelope. तो outermost glycocalyx जो है आपका या तो क्या बोलेंगे रिजिड रहेगा, थिक रहेगा, जिसको हम बोलेंगे कैप्सूल, या फिर लूज रहता है तो हम क्या बोलते हैं उसको स्लाइमी लेयर, है ना. सो हियर कैप्सूल विल ऑल्सो हैव दिस वन एंटीजन कॉल्ड एज के एंटीजन. ये दो हमने देखे थे, एक सेल वॉल में रहेगा वो एंटीजन, प्रीवियस स्लाइड में भी देखा. आई विल जस्ट शो यू द प्रीवियस स्लाइड. फ्लैजेला विल हैव एच एंटीजन, सेल वॉल विल हैव ओ एंटीजन जो लिपोपॉलीसैकेराइड का रहेगा. पार्ट ऑफ लिपोपॉलीसैकेराइड जो है उसमें ओ एंटीजन रहेगा, राइट. एंड कैप्सूल जो है, कैप्सूल इज लोकेटेड आउटसाइड द सेल वॉल, इट विल हैव के एंटीजन. Okay, so this is about the causative organism Salmonella typhi for the disease typhoid. Now we will see the common symptoms. Okay, typhoid is your, हमने ये वाला पार्ट देखा, that is bacterial disease है ये Salmonella typhi. It enters the small intestine through contaminated food and water. कंटेमिनेटेड फूड एंड वाटर मीन्स बाहर का खाना बंद, राइट. पानी पूरी नहीं खाना है, भेलपूरी नहीं खाना है, पाव भाजी नहीं खाना है, मंचूरियन नहीं खाना है, बिकॉज फुल चांसेस ऑफ दैट फूड इज गेटिंग कंटेमिनेटेड विद दिस बैक्टीरिया. ओके, सेम गोज फॉर वाटर ऑल्सो. वाटर कंटेमिनेटेड रहेगा, इजीली इट विल गो टू योर इंटेस्टाइन. नाउ द सिम्टम्स, हाई फीवर 39 to 40 डिग्री सेल्सियस जो है वो फीवर रहेगा. वीकनेस, स्टमक पेन, ऑब्वियसली इंटेस्टाइन इज द अफेक्टेड ऑर्गन, तो स्टमक पेन, कॉन्स्टिपेशन ये रहेगा ही रहेगा. इन सीवियर केसेस यू विल सी इंटेस्टिनल परफोरेशन एंड इट मे लीड टू डेथ ऑल्सो. ओके, तो टाइफाइड को एकदम छोटा डिसीज नहीं समझना चाहिए, अरे सिर्फ फीवर ही होता है इसमें, नहीं. It may cause death also if left unattended. Understood? Before moving to next slide, I will just recap what is given here. How it enters through small intestine and contaminated food and water. So यहाँ पे hygienic practice जो है that will play the role. If you are maintaining good hygiene, means if you are washing your hands before taking food, if you are keeping food covered from the house flies, right, from cockroaches. So this type of healthy hygiene practices should be maintained to avoid this bacteria. Okay, these are the symptoms: fever, weakness, stomachache and constipation. Sometimes you will find in severe cases intestinal perforation and death also. There is story, very interesting story mentioned in our NCERT textbook regarding typhoid disease. There is this cook, Mary Mellon नाम था उनका, in the New York City from United States of America. She was the cook in restaurant and she was typhoid carrier. Okay, so she was typhoid carrier and she was not knowing it. तो जो भी डिश वो सर्व कर रही थी, एक डिश के साथ, जैसे हैमबर्गर है तो एक हैमबर्गर के साथ एक टाइफाइड फ्री, राइट. सो शी वॉज स्प्रेडिंग दिस टाइफाइड डिसीज विदाउट हर नोइंग एंड अल्टीमेटली शी गॉट निकनेम एज टाइफाइड मेरी. ओके, तो इसमें एमसीक्यू में एक आधा क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, कौन से क्या आ सकता है, मेरी मेलन का नाम के ऊपर आ सकता है या उसका निकनेम, बट आई डोंट थिंक दिस इज़ वेरी बेसिक इन्फॉर्मेशन एंड 100% मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन रहेगा वो, तो एकदम इजी कैटेगरी का रहेगा. ओके, वैक्सीनेशन इज देयर एज प्रिवेंटिव मेजर फॉर टाइफॉइड. They say prevention is better than cure. Okay, so vaccination is fulfilling that. So two types of vaccines are available. One is oral and one is injectable. Now this information is given only in our textbook state board textbook जो है NCERT में it is missing, it is not given, right? So oral का जो it is sold as TY21A, injectable जो है वो टाइफिम वाई या फिर टाइफेरिक्स के नाम से बेचा जाता है वैक्सीन. How you will come to know that you are suffering from typhoid? So these are some tests, Vidal test and Diazot test. These are used for knowing presence or absence of disease typhoid. अगर ये पॉजिटिव आती है तो you will come to know you are suffering from typhoid and your physician will start your line of treatment according to that. So main one antibiotic like chloromycetin is of use here while treating the disease. Now in severe cases, surgical removal of gallbladder is given because it is said that this bacteria will reside in the gallbladder, okay, and that person may act as carrier without presence of any symptom, okay. So because it may reside, that bacteria may reside in gallbladder, and many a times what happens, such type of person will suffer from presence of gallstones, okay. तो अगर गैलस्टोन ट्रीटमेंट के लिए जाता है तो many a times physician will also go for these two tests, Vidal test and Diazot test. So at that time removal of gallbladder is suggested. So this is the line of treatment, and by Vidal test and Diazot test you will come to know that typhoid is present in that person's body. So we will see some other diseases like bacterial diseases जो मैंने list बनाई थी in our previous slides. We will go one by one in our next videos. Thank you.